Good afternoon, students. So today we are going to discuss about the population composition, Chapter-3 of Class 12 Geography. So first thing that we are going to discuss about the meaning of population composition. So population composition is also called demographic structure. So what is meant by population composition or demographic structure means those characteristics of population such as age, sex, literacy, occupation, life expectancy. With help of these characteristics we can distinguish one group of people from another. So if we say population of India, so based on 2011 census by Census of India, the total population of India is about 1.2 billion. So in that 1.2 billion population of India, it consists of different characteristics, such as in that particular 1.2 billion, it consists of different age group. It consists of both male and female. It consists of people having different literacy background, people having different occupational background, and different life expectancy rates. So with help of these characteristics we can distinguish one group of people from another. For example, if we say how many male and how many female population in India, so with help of sex we can distinguish number of female and male population in India. So these are the characteristics of population that is called population composition or demographic structure. So in this chapter, that is chapter number 3, we are going to emphasize on sex composition, age composition, based on place of residence, based on occupation structure, and based on literacy rate. So in this chapter we are going to discuss about these compositions: sex composition, age composition, literacy, place of residence. So the first or the most important composition or the structure is sex composition. So first thing is we need to know what is meant by sex composition or sex structure. So sex composition or sex structure or sex ratio means it is the ratio between number of male and female population in a particular country. So there are two ways through which we can find the sex composition or the sex structure of a particular country. So in some countries they are using first formula in order to find the sex composition. So it is calculated by using total number of male population in that particular country divided by total number of female population into 1000. So that is the one way to find the sex composition. So the first one, it is which means number of males per 1000 females. So how many males are there per 1000 male? So the second way of calculating, that means in India they are using second formula, that is total number of female population divided by total number of male population into 1000. So that means how many number of female are there in 1000 male population in particular country or in India. So these are the two ways through which we can find the sex composition or the sex ratio of a particular country. So on an average, the world population reflects the total world population sex ratio is 1020 male per 1000 females. So that is the sex ratio. That means if we have 1000 female, that means in 1000 female how many male means 1020 males are there. That means more number of male in the world. So in which country has the highest sex ratio means, so Latvia. So Latvia is the one small country in Europe. That country has the highest sex ratio. So the highest sex ratio means it has the more number of female than male. That means out of 1000 female in Latvia we have how many male means 850 females, 850 males are there. In contrast to that, which country has the lowest sex ratio means Qatar. That is in the Middle East country. That is a Middle East country. That is 3,110 males per 1,000 female. That means, so these are the two extreme cases in terms of sex composition of the world. So the next population composition or the population structure that we are going to discuss is age structure. So what is meant by age structure, or you can say age composition? So age structure or composition means number of people in different age group. How many people are in different age group? Number of people. How many people are they in children's age group? How many people are they in adult age group? And how many people are they in old age group? So that is called age structure, or you can say age composition. That means age structure is an important component in demographic structure or population composition next to sex composition. So in the world, unanimously, almost all the countries, they are following three ways in order to divide the age groups of a particular age groups in a population. So most of the country, these three main groups that most of the countries are using in order to divide the age group. So first age group is children. So the age group is between 0 to 14 years are children. So this age group is also called dependent population. So they are socially, economically, emotionally, or they are dependent on someone else. So if a particular country has a large age group of children, then the dependency ratio in that particular country will be high. They are dependent on someone else. Maybe they are their relatives, their parents. The possibility of rapid growth of population in future will be high. Automatically that lead to future growth of population will be high, and labor can be easily available. For example, developing countries in Asia, Africa, and South America, in these countries they have a larger children age group than adult and old age group. Next age group is called adult age group, is between 15 to 59 years of age. So this age group is also called active or working population. Characteristics: high proportion of adult age group indicates a large working population. So if a particular country which has a large number of adult age group, then it indicates what large working population. So if a particular country has a large number of people belongs to this age group, then they may face some problems such as unemployment problems. There may be more people who are job seeking people are more. If the job seeking people are more than the employment opportunities in a particular country or a region, then it may create some kind of unemployment problems. So these are called earning population or backbone of a particular country's economy. Old age group, the age group is between 60 and above. So this age group is again categorized as the dependent population. So again, they are dependent on someone else. So a large growing population in the age group of 60 and above indicate large expenditure on the care of the aged people. So generally, old age people, they have more vulnerable to any kind of diseases. It may be because the immune system may weaken when they reach to certain ages like 60 and above. So the next topic that we are going to discuss is population pyramid. So in order to describe or in order to interpret the population pyramid, we are going to describe the population pyramid with help of a diagram. So the next topic, that is age sex composition. So age sex composition. So here we are going to learn both the age and sex composition together with the help of a diagram. So the diagram is called pyramid. So first thing is we need to know the meaning of age-sex composition. So age-sex composition means number of male and female population in different age groups. So how many male and female population in different age groups. So here we are going to learn both the sex and age composition together with help of a diagram. So a population pyramid is used in order to show the age and sex structure in a different age group. So population pyramid, in order to learn the population pyramid, we are going to study the population age sex composition with help of a diagram that is called pyramid. So first we are going to learn about how we are going to study the age sex composition with the help of diagram. So first thing is we are going to explain how we are going to study about the age sex composition with help of pyramid. So on the horizontal axis, that means x-axis, we have number of male, percentage of female and male in the population group. So that means, so if we look at the diagram, there is we have two set of bar diagram. On the right side we have female population in different age group, size of female population in different age group, and on the left side of the diagram we have male population in different age group. So percentage of male and female. So right side we have female population in different age group, and on the left side we have male population in different age group, and on the x-axis what we have is different age group. So here they have divided the age group in more details. 0 to 4, 5 to 9 is one age group. So 0 to 4, how many male populations are there in a particular country, and 0 to 4, how many female population in a particular country. So this diagram, so number of male and female in the while the vertical axis, so vertical axis shows what different age group we have: 0 to 4, 5 to 9, 4, 10 to 14, and 80 plus ages, how many people are there. On the left side of the pyramid shows male percentage, while on the right side of the right side shows percentage of female in each age group. So we know age group, right? Here we have detailed age group, more detailed age group as compared to above one. So 0 to 4, one age group, 5 to 9, like that. So by studying this age sex composition with help of the age population pyramid, what is the essence of learning age sex composition? So with help of it helps us to understand the socio-economic condition of a particular country and planning of the human resources. So how we are going to know that socio-economic condition and planning of a country means we will discuss in the later part. So in order to explain or know the population pyramid, they have three main diagrams or population pyramid. So different types of population pyramids are used in order to describe the age and sex composition. So the first diagram is called expanding progressive population or Nigeria type of population pyramid. So if we look at the diagram, so this diagram population pyramid, we have a bar diagram, right? Male side we have bar diagram, 0 to 4 bar diagram, 0 to 4 female diagram, as well as male diagram. Likewise, these are the diagrams, overlapped diagrams, bar diagrams. So a wide base and rapid tapering shows increasing birth rate, that means increasing, or you can say high birth rate and high death rate. It is typical of what? Less developed countries. So if you look at the bar diagram, wide base, both the male and female are wide base, that means high birth rate, but that means wide base. And if we look at the age group 80 plus, very narrow, that means wide base and rapid tapering. The tapering become very rapid in a very rapid manner. So if we draw any particular country's age sex pyramid, then if we get this type of population pyramid, means we can automatically say this type of countries are socially, economically, they are less developed. Why? How you can say that? Means because in this country the birth rate is very high and death rate is also very high. why the birth rate high means low literacy, no family planning. Most of the people are engaged in primary type of activities. Likewise, you can say, and why high death rate? We can say poor medical, no food security, like that. We can say like that because of poor socio-economic condition, less developed, poor planning. You can say like that. If we draw a by diagram, age, sex, population by diagram, and if we get this type of population pyramid, means we can automatically say these countries are less developed countries. So these countries have a larger population in lower age group due to high birth rate. So if we draw age sex composition of countries like Nigeria, Bangladesh, and Mexico, we will get this type of population pyramid. And these countries, if we get this type of population pyramid, means we can automatically say less developed countries socially, economically. Next is called constant, stationary, or austere type of population pyramid. So this type of population pyramid is called a bell-shaped population pyramid. Bell. So here bell means bell that we usually see in the churches and in the temples. So this type of bell shape is, if you look at the diagram, it is almost like somehow like a bell shape. So a bell in shape and tapered. So here not rapid tapering, tapered, slowly tapering towards the top. So if we compare this bar diagram with this bar diagram, we will see lots of differences. So as compared to this one and the second one, in the second one, the base one is much narrower, and tapering is also not that much not in a rapid manner, slowly tapering towards the top. So that shows what? Almost birth rate and death rates are almost same or equal. Low birth rate and low death rate, and the life expectancy is also much higher as compared to first one. That shows these countries are socially, economically more development, better planning systems, like that. We can say like that. So if we draw any country's population pyramid, if you get this type of population pyramid, means you can say these type of population pyramid are constant and stationary. That shows birth rate and death rates are almost equal, and these countries are more developed as compared to those countries which are in this stage. Then the third one is declining recursive of Japan type of population pyramid. So as compared to first, second, with this diagram, we will see lots of differences. Base is much narrower, and in between we have this one. In between the diagram, age group between 20 to 25, both the male and female are very high and tapers toward the top. So here, as compared to first and second one, it has a very narrow base and very slowly tapering towards the top, and life expectancy is much higher as compared to first and second one. So it shows slow birth rate and slow death rate. So some countries are experiencing the negative or zero growth of population, such as Japan. So if we get this type of population pyramid, then we can say this type of countries are highly developed and they have a better planning system. So these are the three types of population pyramid in order to explain the age and sex composition of a particular country. Next is the next composition that we are going to discuss is rural and urban population composition. So based on place of residence, where people are living, that is called place of residence, the population of the world are divided into two, rural and urban population. So generally rural and urban population differs from one another on different aspects, such as in terms of lifestyle, as compared to rural urban. Urban lifestyle is more luxurious as compared to rural. As compared to that rural, we have simple lifestyle. Age in rural we have more aged people as compared to urban. Sex composition, if you talk about India, we have more female in rural than urban. We have urban, we have more number of male because of male dominant migration from rural to urban. And if you talk about density of population is much higher in urban as compared to rural, and the level of development is much higher in urban as compared to rural. So that this is the third composition that we discussed is rural and urban population composition. Then the fourth one is occupation structure or occupation composition. So based on occupation of a people of a particular country, we can divide the population into four main groups: primary workers, secondary workers, tertiary workers, and quaternary workers. Thank you.